The ACA marketplace is about to enter a death spiral. And what I mean by that is premiums are going to continue to skyrocket and enrollment is going to continue to plummet, and eventually it's going to have to be put out to pasture. The number one driving reason for this is one simple word: risk. You see, all insurance products in the history of mankind are based on that word, risk. The insurance company has to calculate the risk to insure the person or thing, and then they can determine the appropriate premium. Insurance companies do this in three ways: the likelihood of a claim, the thing that they want insured and what they want it insured for, and how much money do they want it insured for. With those three factors, they can determine the premium, because now we're talking about the likelihood, what it's insured for, and how much. They can determine their risk. Now you've got the ACA that comes along. And guess what that legislation said? That legislation said, risk, you can't calculate that anymore, because let's peel back the layers of this. ACA covers all pre-existing conditions for day one. So the likelihood of a claim happening can no longer be calculated. The ACA also came out with something called the 10 essential benefits. They are covering everyone who is on these plans for everything. And the third leg of the puzzle, where they cap their losses, insurance companies, the ACA has said, once you hit your out-of-pocket max, the health insurance company is on the hook for an unlimited amount of money. So now, these health insurance companies, who, like it or not, are on the marketplace to make a profit, can no longer calculate the risk to insure people. What inevitably happens in a situation like that is people take advantage of it. And the healthy people who need to balance out the premiums to cover up for the sick people start to bail. Once the premiums get too high, once the deductibles get too high, once the networks get too narrow, private free market health insurance companies come along and they say, hey, do you want a better plan for cheaper money? We are going to have some health requirements over here, but if you can pass them, you can come over here. So all the healthy people are now going to leave that ACA marketplace risk pool. So the only people left on the ACA marketplace plans are going to be one of two people. Those who have expensive medications, expensive therapies, are high utilizers of the healthcare system because they need a plan that will cover everything and cover it for an unlimited amount of money. The other person who's going to be on it are those who are getting a heavily subsidized plan through the government. Because if you aren't getting one of those, the premiums are going to be wildly unaffordable. So what's going to happen over the future years is the ACA enrollments are going to continue to go down. The premiums are going to continue to go up. There's going to be a huge push to increase the subsidies again to prop it up and keep it alive, while all of the intelligent, healthy, well-to-do people are going to move from the ACA to private individual health insurance. They're going to move to a plan that rewards them for their good health and gives them a network that they actually want: unlimited coverage, lower deductibles, lower premiums. So if you are currently on the ACA and you are not receiving a tax credit and you do not have pre-existing conditions, what the fuck are you doing? Get off that plan. Get onto a private plan. These ones are guaranteed renewable. You can keep it all the way to Medicare. You'll have no network restrictions and lower deductibles. The ACA is not for you.